Men have disappeared, and now they are in despair. After years of saying they didn't need anyone, they're crying alone, not understanding why they've been left behind. Watch until the end and see the price they're paying for the choices they made.
This girl at work said something to me the other day, and I can't get it out of my head. Heard a baby around her. I was like, oh God, that's free birth control for me. And she's like, oh, that makes me think of my little baby. And I was like, yeah, I'm too selfish. I don't want kids. I have a dog. That's enough for me. A couple of days later, she's like, so you don't want kids, but you have a dog. Do you have a boyfriend or anything? And I was like, no, I've never had a boyfriend. She was like, how old are you? And I said, 27. She's like, and you've never had a boyfriend? And I never really cared. But there's something about her saying that really hit me this time, because I've never been on even 2 dates with the same person. Even guys I've talked to or hooked up with, they'll slowly stop talking to me, and then I find out they have a girlfriend, or they get into a new relationship a week later. And when I was younger and I didn't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, I'd be like, it's because I'm fat. I used to weigh 320 pounds. I lost 160 pounds. It's not like I'm being hit up every day, every week, even every month with people in my DMs or messaging me on Snapchat trying to get with me. It's no one hits me up. It's not even I'm being selective with who I'm picking and turning people away. It's just people aren't coming up to me, and I don't understand. Not I have an issue with people wanting to hook up with me, but if it tries to go a step further, they're absolutely not, no. I don't want to just hook up with random people that I don't know, so I'll tell people that I don't want to hook up with them until I know them, and then they're like, well, you're a prude. I'm I literally can't win. Why it's hitting me so hard this time is the fact that she had the audacity to ask by choice, and I just sit there and I'm like, no, it's not by choice. When I was younger, I was like, oh, it's because I'm fat. Oh, it's because I'm fat. Once I lose weight, I'll have no problem. And now that I'm not fat, I'm just what is it? What is the reason? So now I'm going to finish my energy drink and hit the gym until I can't feel my emotions anymore. Maybe that's the reason.
This woman is facing the bitter consequences of choices made under the motto of freedom without commitment. She rejected motherhood and lasting relationships early on, prioritizing independence, fleeting pleasure, and a self-centered lifestyle. Now, at 27, she feels emotionally lost because she realizes men aren't willing to commit to someone who only offers casual intimacy and little openness for a real bond. Her pain is real, but the outcome was built gradually falling. And now she sees that no one wants to build a family with someone who only learned to live for herself.
I'm a little scared to post this video right now, I will admit. I feel like I haven't shared a lot about my love life online. Mostly just to protect myself, but yeah, I had my heart severely broken about 3 years ago now, and amongst all of that, I was also in the absolute depths of hell with PCOS and just trying to figure that out with a new diagnosis. And I've worked really fucking hard to get better and to be the best version of myself, and I put in so much work, and I've been in such a good place. I'm the healthiest I've ever been. I have been the happiest that I've ever been. Finally got to a point where I felt like I was ready to start dating again, and I had been dating, and I met someone who I really liked, and that's just ended as well. I'm just so tired. I'm 33 and I don't want to be alone forever. And I know you can't just put pressure on things in the early days, and we were having such a good time, everything felt really good until it didn't. And yeah, I'm just fucking tired, and I'm just frustrated. And I know that I'm a catch, and I know that I'm a wonderful, amazing, gorgeous person, and I can say that confidently. Obviously, maybe not right now, but I do know these things about myself, and that hasn't changed, and I won't let this affect how I feel about myself. But I'm just tired. Right now, I feel like I'd rather be alone forever than have to go through this again. Man, why is it so fucking hard? Every single one of my loved ones and my friends, my close friends, all have partners. And I'm just tired of being the single gal And I hope that one day I can watch this back and be like, this is why you had to go through this. Anyway, all of this to say that if you're going through it, I feel you, and I don't really want to cry on the internet, but I also want to show up and share with you who I am, not just the good parts. So, here we are.
Here, we have a woman who went through emotional trauma and invested heavily in her personal, physical, and emotional growth. But even with that progress, she doesn't understand a crucial point. Relationships don't work just based on how much you think you're worth. Relationships are about exchange, about real giving. Her story shows she expects the world to recognize how amazing she is, as if she's a prize waiting to be claimed. But men looking for commitment are running away from women who put past pain and self-affirmation above the vulnerability needed to build something new.
I feel like I've been pretty positive about being single and just knowing that when it's supposed to happen, it will happen. But then some days I have a day like today and I'm over waiting. Like I am just like it hurts my heart kind of. I want to just, and I know people are going to be like, you're so less stressed without men in your life, or like you haven't missed out on anything, or you're not missing out on anything. And I totally get that everyone has different experiences. I've had awful experiences in the past. Just because I haven't been in a relationship doesn't mean I've been in situationships that have really screwed me up and made me put walls up. And I feel like I'm now getting to a stage in my life where I feel ready to be in a relationship, and I've done a lot of work on myself so that I feel like I can trust someone again and stuff like that. But then like some days I'm just sick of waiting. Like I am over it. I get really lonely, and I don't mean to like post this to be like, wow, look at me. I just like, I know there's other people that feel similar situations as me, and I don't know, sometimes I just get really in my head and I get super overwhelmed, and I wonder like, when is it actually going to happen for me? And it's one of those things that's like so out of your control that, I don't know, it's just like, I'm just sick of being alone. And it's been a really long time, and I think it doesn't help that I've just like lost a lot of people in my life recently, and it just feels like, it just makes me feel like I'm not worthy. I definitely need to book a therapy appointment, and I'm gonna do that, but I don't know. I think sometimes we see so much stuff on social media and on the internet, and it makes us feel even more isolated because we're constantly comparing ourselves. But I just wanted to remind you that if you also feel this way, you're not alone. I don't know wherever you are or what you're going through, but at least know that I'm in the trenches with you, and I am doing so much better in my life right now, just like mentally, physically. And I still have days where I feel really sad and I feel like this, and it's super frustrating. And I think, I've been so happy lately, like, why is this happening? But this is just part of being a human. And I don't know. I just want to be as real as I can on social media, just because if you don't have people like this in your life, then at least I can be that person for you. But yeah, if you're also struggling with like being single and just really sometimes getting in your head about when is it going to happen for you, or like, is it actually going to happen? Are you worthy enough for it? Are people going to actually love you? Then I just want you to know that you're not alone, and I'm sending love.
This woman represents a generation that believed emotional self-sufficiency was enough to be happy, until realizing humans are made to love and be loved. She did the inner work, overcame trauma, and feels ready, but seems to have missed the timing. She ignores how much the dating market has changed and how overvaluing self-love over mutual building has pushed good men away. Her outburst is the lonely cry of someone who waited too long to admit that being strong all the time isn't enough, and now loneliness weighs heavier than ever.
So the guy that I have been dating just broke up with me, and I'm pretty sad about it. And talking about things is healing for me. If you haven't watched my other videos, he was a guy that I knew from high school, and I didn't meet on a dating app or anything. He reached out to me and asked me on a date, and it was just supposed to be to catch up and have a good time, no expectations, and that's exactly what happened. We had a great time. He ended up asking me on a second date, and we were having conversations about what our non-negotiables were, and one of his non-negotiables was that he didn't want to have to compete with other men for my time. So I deleted Tinder and deleted my Snapchat. And he treated me so well. It was so thoughtful and said things to me that made me think that he wanted the same things. I always get advice about how I need to go slowly and be nonchalant, and I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to guard my heart and not be all in when I like somebody and I see a future with them. I am moving to Texas in January, and he knew that from the very beginning and had said that he was absolutely willing to relocate. So today he told me that he couldn't move away from his children, and all of his kids are grown. They're in their 20s and 30s. But honestly, I think that he just didn't have the same feelings for me that I did for him, and he was trying to spare me the heartache of telling me the truth. I'm just exhausted, and I'm tired of getting my heart broken and then having to pick up all the pieces. I just feel stupid for putting myself out there, and like, I just need to have a good cry today, and then tomorrow I will pick myself up and start over.
She was loyal, open, and willing to give up everything for love. But the problem isn't her devotion, it's how she gave herself, without discernment. Traditional men value a woman who gives herself wisely, not desperately. She ignored clear signs, gave too much, bet everything too soon, and that scares even the best intentioned men. In the end, she represents the kind of woman who still believes in love but never learned to protect herself emotionally, becoming too vulnerable in a world that no longer forgives such innocence.
Another night going home alone. This single life is ass. And don't get under my post talk about just focus on yourself, love yourself, date yourself. I don't want to hear that shit. I really don't. I'm tired of it. Stop trying to tell me to mask my desires for being with someone else, that I should just be with myself. I've been with myself. I'm always going to be with myself. Like, it's me and her to the end of time. Like, stop it. Like, after a long day of work, I just be wanting to lay down. I want to cuddle. I want to tell my man about my day. I just want to hug. Like, damn. Like, it don't even be about all the other stuff y'all be talking about. It just be the simple things that you miss the most. Like, that's really it. Like, it's not even like, it just be the simple things. That's all I'm going to say. So just be grateful if you got somebody and you got a hug today. Because you know what? I didn't.
This woman voices what many feel but few admit. They want a man. They want affection. They want care. And they're tired of the narrative that self-love is enough. The problem is, she also shows resentment. You probably see by as if the world owes her a relationship just because she wants and misses it. This shows emotional immaturity. Her frustration isn't just about loneliness, but about the modern feminist message that promised independence and fulfillment without needing a man. Now she realizes that touch, hugs, and closeness really do matter. And maybe it's too late to figure this out alone.